Hey Endurance family, it's Yuri Hauswald, Goose Elite Athlete Manager and Pro Endurance Racer for Niner Bikes, and I want to share with you how I pack for the long haul. I know lots of folks can have different ways and iterations and combinations of things that they pack for going out for a big self-supported day, particularly right during these times when we're expected to do things in isolation as best as possible. So I want to share some things, tips and tricks that I have gathered over my years of racing all over the world. So I'm going to start over here on this side with my tools. And I'll have to say I'm not the most handy or mechanical guy, but it's nice to always have a multi-tool that has everything on there: chain breaker, spoke, all the different wrenches, chain link in case you break a chain. This is a small thing of lube in case it's dry or wet. You want to have a couple zip ties because you never know when you might have to, cinch something down. Speaking of cinching something down, having another strap. This is a super lightweight tube. I also have 2 tubes as well as 2 CO2 cartridges on my bike. Tire plugs, patch kit. It's really important to have a patch kit in case you run out of tubes or get a torn sidewall. I have a CO2 head for the CO2s. This is a super minute water filter, so you can be totally self-sufficient and not have to go into a store. You can filter out of a creek or somewhere. A nice pump, hand pump as a backup to the CO2s. A variety of Octane gels. Those are primarily what I eat on my long days. Electrolyte tabs, and these are also capsules, electrolyte and BCAA capsules. Really easy way to store them and consume them on a ride. Notice I have 3 sleeves of our chews, and they're all different flavors because your flavor palette is going to change during a long day. So like this for me would probably be like a, somewhere in the range of like, I don't know, 6 to 8 or 9 hour effort. A Boone Stroopwafel. Some of you may or may not know about that. A different form factor of our gel. This is our liquid energy because it might taste good. Notice it's also the complete opposite. It's a fruit flavor. And I typically do these, but at some point, particularly during hot days, I like more fruity flavors. Never confuse this with one of our gels. This is for your bottom. This is for your stomach. And sunblock. It's nice to have that if you're going to be out, unless you can wear sleeves or something like that to protect yourself. It's nice to be able to re-up. Our Octane Drink, this is 250 calories right here. 1 decaf, 1 calf. Some AMP bicarbonate. Help your legs stay as fresh as possible during a long effort out there. And these, I know everybody's probably shuddering. What are the rubber gloves for? Well, they're probably not what you think. I learned this trick from Rebecca Rush, good friend of mine. These will save you from getting frozen hands if you get caught out in like a hailstorm, which I have multiple times. You put these on under your gloves and they just act as another warmth barrier. Rebecca Rush is also known to carry a shower cap because a shower cap will trap in the heat and we lose so much heat from our head. So this is just a nice little backup. And then the ultimate of ultimates, a space blanket. I've had to use a space blanket once before in the Toyabis, and it came really in handy. And then obviously all of this is going to go inside my Camelback chase vest, which is already filled with 50 ounces of water. And so I'm going to carefully stow all of this in here, putting a majority of the nutrition or all of the nutrition right up front so I can get to it easily. All the tools and other items will go in the back, packed as smartly as possible. I would probably also shove some sort of like rain cape or something like that, super minimalist rain cape, into this pack as well to make sure I'm totally protected. So anyway, it's nice to have a good variety of things and everything so you're prepared, because anything and everything can go wrong. But if you have items to deal with it, you'll be good to go. All right. Time to pack it all up, people. Place your bets whether or not you think I can get this all in here without having to completely smash it all down. So the killer thing about the Chase Vest is you can compartmentalize your food. So chews, a solid, a waffle. I'll put my gels over here, and I always and I'm not OCD, but I always put everything in the same place every time. That way it just becomes memory that, you know, your gels are right here, my capsules, so I put my BCAA caps in here because this is a really easy dispenser. You can eat on the fly. And I'll also have electrolyte capsules in here as well. Electrolyte tabs, so you can change it up from drink mix, because at some point during a long day, like, you know, 6 to 8 to 9 hours, you're probably going to get a little tired of having a sugary drink mix. All right, and I try to, when I put everything in my pack, like sort of think about like what I would need to access easiest, and obviously, like, you know, hopefully you don't get any mechanicals, but all of my tools, link, plugs, CO2, patch kit, all that stuff, kind of put it in the one spot that's locked down and easy to get to. That seems to help. Not that you're racing, but you just know where everything is. Pump, space blanket, hopefully we don't ever need that. That can go somewhere where I don't need it. Zip ties, because zip ties can be your best friend. Secret hiding spot here for the water filter. This isn't your typical pocket, but it's the top of the chase vest, and there happens to be a little bit of space in there, and when you're doing a big day and need to make sure you're self-sufficient, you use all the spaces. And then body care can go right here so you can get at it. Save you from hypothermia care. I'm gonna put that right there. And then an extra strap and a super lightweight tubulito. And we will drop those up here. And if you placed a bet that I'd be able to get all my stuff in this pack, you have won.